So now I'll just open up the Excel sheet. So how to open Excel? Just search here with Excel. So you'll get Excel here if it is already installed. If Microsoft Office is installed in our system, you can able to see Excel. So while opening Microsoft, we got the name of that version, that is Microsoft 365. I am using Microsoft 365. So here I'll go with blank workbook. I am saying blank workbook. So we'll see what is the difference between workbook, worksheet and all these things. Now we know how to open an Excel. And before moving on, I'll tell you 7 to 8 basic terminologies what we have or we should remember in Excel. You might see lot of options here and you need not to remember all these names and all these options. Okay, don't worry. And whatever I am saying you the names or words, if you are hearing it for the first time in your life, still don't worry. You'll get habituated to all these things. You will be used to it. Don't worry. Okay. So I'll tell you only 7 to 8 basic terminologies that we should remember in Excel. Try to remember only those 7 to 8. Rest of the things you'll get used to it while we are doing the other ones. Okay. Right. The first one what we should know is what is a row. So I selected this one. I selected this one. Can you see able to see those two the green lines above and below?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
number here alpha number 3. So
Yes, sir.
this is a row. This is a row. This is a row. This is row number 3. This is row number 5. This is row number 8. Row number 11. Like that. So the horizontal one, we'll call it as rows. The first word what we should remember in Excel is row. Then similarly vertical ones, we'll call it as columns. This is column D, column F, column I, column K. Initial classes I will go very slowly. If someone know about it, please bear with me. If someone don't know, try to follow, and if you have any doubts, stop there and ask me. Don't worry. Initial classes. So now we know row and we know column. Okay, right. And can anyone who know about Excel, I want to know what is a cell. The next third one we should remember is cell. As you know row and as you know column, I want to know cell. Can anyone define what is a cell?
Sir, individual boxes in the sheet.
Individual boxes in the sheet. Good. It's in our own words. Can anyone
So it is a
define it?
combination of both row and column.
Combination. That word may not apt for that one, but your idea is correct. That is intersection of row
Sir.
and column. What we can say is exactly. Okay. Now we selected this one. This is a cell. All these 4 green lines, if you can see, rectangular lines. This is a cell. This is a cell. This is a cell. So all these small tiny boxes are cells in the Excel. And what is this cell name? Cell name we will define as it is in which column and which row. So it is in which column? Column G. And it is the 4th row. So our cell name is G4. Our cell name is G4.
G4.
This one G3. And if you are coming here, it is L5. Column L and row 5. So this is L5. So like that we will name the cell. So by now we know what is a row, what is a column, and what is a cell. Right. Anyone who is having intermediate knowledge in Excel, please define me what is a range. The next one word what we should remember is range. Can anyone help me out? Yes, please.
A collection of chosen cells.
A connection of
Chosen cells.
chosen cells.
Selected.
So if I sell,
A collection
if I
of
select
selected
this cell, if I select this cell, this cell, this cell, is it a range?
Sir, a group of cells in Excel.
A group of cells. Okay. Somewhat.
Collection of cells in Excel.
Collection of cells. Okay. One word is missing in that one.
A collection of
A
selected
group of
cells.
multiple cells.
Sir,
Group
collection of
cells.
selected cells.
Collection of selected. So what we can
Cells.
say is group or collection of consecutive cells. It's not like scattered. If I select this one, this one, this one, here, here, we can't name it as a range. It should be consecutive. Consecutive means side by side. This one we can name it as a range. All these cells, what are the cells inside this rectangle, we'll name it as a range. So this name can be named as, what is the name of this first cell?
J3.
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 And what is the name of this last cell?
M11.
M11. So this range name is J3 to M11. How we'll write? J3 colon M11. This is how we'll write for range. So J3 to M11. So like that, whatever the area you selected, we'll treat it as we'll name it as a range. If it is consecutive cells, a selection of consecutive cells or a group of consecutive cells, this range is L6 to N9. Like that. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now we know what is a row, what is a column, what is a cell, what is a range. And so what is this place wherein we have all the options? What we'll call it as? Here we can see all these different options. You can observe my cursor. What is the name of this place? We'll call this place as ribbon. Ribbon is the place wherein we have all the options of Excel are available. And all these are home, insert, page layout, formulas, data. We'll call it as tabs. TAB, tab. So on the ribbon we'll have different tabs and each tab is containing its own options. Okay, and for the users who know about Excel, for your sake I am saying that we can create our own tab with our own options whatever we use on regular basis. If you don't know that, experiment on that one. For the advanced users who know about Excel, I am saying that point because they might feel bored. For them I am giving you this task. So this place we will call it as ribbon, wherein all the options of Excel are available to use, readily available to use. Right. So now coming to worksheet and workbook. It's like a simple textbook. In a textbook, how many pages are there? Depends upon the textbook, right? Page 1, page 2, page 3, like that, right? Excel is also very much similar. This Excel, we'll call it as a book. Here book 1. We can change the name of that book 1 by save as this book to any book. So Ashok's sample. I am doing it as save. So now name of the book changed to Ashok's sample. Ashok's sample is an Excel workbook. And inside Ashok's sample workbook, we have sheet 1 here. And if you click on this plus button, see one more new Excel sheet has come. All the data whatever you entered is in sheet 1. And here this is sheet 2. This is sheet 3, sheet 4. Like that you can add any number of sheets. Let's say this is a textbook and all these are the pages. So inside the page there might be any number of words or content. Whatever the content you want to keep in whatever the sheet, you can keep it in the sheet. So workbook is a macro one. And worksheet is a inside the workbook we will have the worksheets. Micro we can say. Workbook and worksheet. And yes, someone of you might got already a doubt that shall we change the name of these worksheets? Yes, we can. Simply right click on this one, click on rename, and you can change Ashok. Whatever the name you want to keep for that sheet, you can keep it. For sheet 2, let's say BVC, like that. Okay. So more about changing the names or protecting the sheets, all these things will come in next classes. But for the time being, you should remember these basics. All these basic words: row, column, cell, range, ribbon, and worksheet. Any doubt till this point?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
No, great. Thanks for confirming. So now we'll go ahead a little bit. So as we have seen the 7 basic terminologies in Excel, I would like to say you about 3 more important words in Excel, that is, we'll call it as toolbars. So 3 toolbars. First toolbar, anyways, it is the ribbon. Ribbon you know, right? This above part we'll call it as a ribbon, wherein it contains different tabs, and in each tab it has its own options. So that is the primary toolbar. Why we'll call all this as toolbar means it has different tools to perform. It has all these are tools. In our mobile language or games, who will play games, you can say what are the tools. All these are the tools, helping aids. Okay, so the first toolbar, important toolbar is ribbon. The second toolbar, can you able to see here above the ribbon something? These 3-4 options, the small tiny one.
Yes, sir.
So this small tiny part we'll call it as quick access toolbar. We'll learn more about that quick access toolbar in next class, further lessons. But for the time being, you just know the name of that one, quick access toolbar. The name itself suggesting that quick access. So here in different tabs we have different options, but we may not use all those options regularly. We'll use only few options on recurring basis or regular basis. As someone, I think some girl who said initially that for time saving, Excel will use it for time saving. So same for time saving. If you go to all the tabs and search for that one and apply that tool, it will take some time, extra time. To save that time, we'll keep that option on this small place, so that immediately you need not to go to separate tab and you can apply it easily. So how to do that, we'll see it in further lessons. But for the timing now, you know this is a ribbon and this is a quick access toolbar. And at the bottom, if you just select all these things, how many are there? This thing, how many are there? How many words are there?
7.
7. How do you know? Not because of the number we are mentioning here. If you see at the bottom of the screen, can you see the count 7 here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Count 7, yes. And left side, recording button. Ready, recording button. So this small place, whatever the white line here we have, where we can see count, and if you select something here, numbers, even you can see average, count and sum also. And we have different options. And zoom in, zoom out. Here we can zoom in or zoom out. So this line, this toolbar, we'll call it as status toolbar. Status toolbar. When you select something, it is showing the status of that one. When you select something, it is showing you the calculations or status of that one. So that's why we'll to remember easily, I'm just saying like that. Okay, that's the reason we'll call this toolbar as status toolbar. Now we know 7 basic terminologies in Excel, and we know 3 toolbars in Excel. Any doubt till this point?
No, sir.
No, very good. So all these are the basics, and what we have seen in first video is one more thing, back side of the Excel. So now we know how to write in Excel. We can write within the cell. Okay, and this we are written it in J3, but it is also we can able to see it in K also. So how to separate the things, that will come into next classes. But for the timing, we can write the words in cells separately. Okay, and then back side of Excel, when you click on file, you can, and if you go to info, you can see all about this document. Protection is there, check for issues, we are going to see all these things. And properties, what is the size of this document, title of this document, and last modified, when it has been modified, today at 1958, that is 1 minute before, created at 1941, and who is the author. My computer name, author name is IB's filing, so it is coming as author. And last modified by Ashok Kumar, because I logged in with my Excel account, so it is coming as Ashok Kumar. So all these things we can able to see it here at the back side of the Excel. To go back, simply you need to click this tiny arrow. Again you can see Excel. And how to save it on the desktop or whatever the location you want, simply file, click on save as, and then select the path wherever you want to save. So I want to save something here. Okay, I want to make a new folder, so I'll name it as classes, and I'll save Ashok sample Excel file here in classes folder. Save. Okay, got it. So like that we can create an Excel sheet, and we can save Excel workbook. So all these are the Excel worksheets, and combinedly together we'll call it as workbook, that is Ashok sample workbook, Excel workbook. And inside Excel we learned what is a row, what is a column, cell, range, ribbon, workbook, worksheet, the basic terminologies. Then we learned about 3 toolbars: ribbon, quick access toolbar and status toolbar. Is that clear till this point?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.